Stoke City have sacked their manager, Steven Schumacher. Now, this is a very weird sacking, as sackings go. We're 5 games into the season, and Stoke haven't been too bad, have they? They're 13th in the table, which isn't bad. They beat Middlesbrough 5-0. And on the face of it, a lot of Stoke fans are quite aggrieved because they want to know what's happening. Is there a plan? So in this video, from a neutral perspective, I'm going to discuss, do Stoke have a plan? What next for Stoke? And will they ever return to the glory days of top flight football? Because from the last few seasons, they've just been a lower mid-table championship side. So this is a very early doors sacking. Yes, I know we had Ryan Lowe leaving Preston after just 1 game. That was kind of a unique situation, I guess. But Steven Schumacher, he's had pretty much the entirety of pre-season. Steven Schumacher is quite well liked by the Stoke fan base. Just giving the eyeball test on social media, there is confusion amongst the fan base, which I understand. And fingers are getting pointed. Where are they getting pointed? They're getting pointed at John Walters, the technical director, the sporting director at Stoke City, and also to the Coates family. With the Coates family, it's an odd one because they are a very moneyed family, and Stoke City are probably one of the wealthiest clubs in the Championship with one of the wealthiest owners. But how does a club that has that much infrastructure, that many resources, continuously get it wrong? Now, from my perspective, was it wrong to sack Steven Schumacher? I think so. It's 5 games into the season. They've won 2, they've lost 3. That's fair. Title charges and playoff pushes are not decided in the first 5 weeks of the season. Look at Nottingham Forest from a couple of seasons back. They were struggling at the foot of the table, and also Middlesbrough, who missed out in the 22-23 season. They missed out on promotion to the Premier League. They were literally rock bottom until Michael Carrick took over. And look at this season. Luton Town and Coventry, who were touted to do really well this season, they haven't had the greatest of starts either. Even by the standards expected of them internally and externally, even Leeds, they haven't had the greatest start of the season. But where is it all going wrong for Stoke? It seems like it's a bit of a poisoned chalice right now. Since Tony Pulis left the club and the club were relegated from the Premier League, their finishes each season, they haven't gotten worse and worse, but they've just been bang, lower, mid, average. Pretty bad. And they've thrown enough money at it, and they've had quite a few rebuilds. Each manager that's come and gone, they've done their own thing, they've built their own team, then they've gone. They've underperformed and then gone. There's been Gary Rowett, Nathan Jones, Michael O'Neill, who, personally looking at that appointment, I thought Michael O'Neill, considering his biggest profile job was the Northern Ireland job, I never thought he was going to do well. Alex Neil, and now Steven Schumacher. They all have one thing in common. They've all been very underwhelming at Stoke City considering the resources that the club have. And now it's being reported by John Percy that they're actually about to raid Norwich for a coach. And this is a bit of a different appointment from where Stoke City normally shop for their managerial replacements. So they're looking at Narcis Pelach, who's just a first team coach at Norwich. They aren't looking to take another manager like they did with Steven Schumacher, who had tremendous success at Plymouth, or Nathan Jones, who was having tremendous success at Luton Town. They are going the unproven route now. They're going for someone with a coaching background. Will he be able to get the most out of the Stoke team? I don't know. I am not a Stoke City fan. I am a neutral observer here. Stoke have done some good business this summer. Bringing in Tom Cannon, bringing in Sam Gallagher, who is very adept at championship level. Bring in Lewis Kumas. If he's anything like his dad, Jason Kumas, he's going to be very good at championship level. Jason Kumas was a bit of a championship legend, wasn't he? And with all these signings, they haven't bedded in yet. And that's what makes this sacking, this early sacking, so strange. So what's John Walters got up his sleeve? Why does he think this move is the right move for now when Steven Schumacher is obviously a good manager? Look at what he did at Plymouth. Managers don't go bad overnight. There has to be a common denominator why Steven Schumacher, Nathan Jones, Michael O'Neill, pretty much everyone, Gary Rowett included, everyone has failed at Stoke City. Maybe the Coates family need to look internally, and perhaps someone else needs to take the wheel and advise them. They obviously have the best interests of Stoke City at heart, and I understand that. But the feeling amongst the Stoke City fan base is that every season it's a lucky result that gets them out of the relegation battle. But what confuses me is how a team that has the resources, has the money, can keep getting it so wrong. Maybe going for sort of an unproven sporting director in John Walters wasn't the correct idea. The Coates should have possibly looked maybe further afield as someone who has had success in the technical director role elsewhere. But for now, I guess there are just quite a few Stoke City fans aggrieved, scratching their heads, not really understanding where their club go from here. I don't really know what Stoke City do from here. It'll definitely be interesting to watch as a neutral observer. But thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, remember, drop a like, it only takes 1 second. And subscribe to our channel for even more championship content. A big thank you to our audio partners, Black Star Amplification and Carry On, making sure that we sound great. And a big thank you to the Record Shop in Amersham, wherever you are in the UK. If you collect vinyl, go check out the Record Shop in Amersham. You just won't be disappointed. And mention the OK Football Show and you'll get a discount on your vinyl. But that's all from me. If you're a Stoke fan, get your thoughts in below. Tell me, who do you want to see take over at Stoke City? Just don't say Rob Edwards. You've already nicked one of our managers once. Everyone, have a great evening.